In our previous video, we saw how to push our code to GitHub. Now we want to talk for a moment about deploying our project. What do we mean when we say deploying our project? Well, this means to make the project live on the internet, accessible to anyone via a URL, just like any other web page. In fact, when you submit your milestone projects for the course, you need to provide two links. One link will be to the GitHub repository for your project, so that the assessors can look at your code and commit history. The other link will be to a deployed or live version of your project. For the first two modules, user-centric and interactive front-end development, you can use GitHub Pages. So how do we deploy our project to GitHub Pages? Well, from our GitHub web page, let's click on the Settings link, which is at the top right of the page, and scroll down to the GitHub Pages section. As we can see, it's designed to host our personal, organization, or project pages from our GitHub repository. So let's select the master branch as source. As we said, your project may have many branches, and you might actually choose to deploy a different branch. At the moment, we're just going to do the master branch, and we're provided with a link. Now, when we click on that, it tells us, first of all, there isn't a GitHub Pages site here, and that's no problem because it can take a minute or two for the page to be deployed. But we do have a problem. Generally, a server looks for a file called index.html as the default one to open. We currently don't have one of those. So let's go back into Cloud9 and rename our stream1.html file to index.html so that the server will open this file automatically. Now when I do git space status, as far as Git's concerned, stream1 has been deleted and index has been added. So let's remove stream1.html. We don't need that reference anymore. So git space rm space stream-1.html. And now we can git space add space index.html to add that to the staging area. Now we can commit it with git space commit space -m space a comment. And our commit comment this time is going to be rename stream1.html to index.html. Now that that's been committed, we can push it up to GitHub. Again, it asks for my username and password, and remember, we don't see the password being displayed. Okay, now that's been pushed up to GitHub, let's refresh, and we can see that index.html is there instead of stream1. Now, when we go back to settings, we can get the link to our site. It tells us that our site is published at this link. Let's click on that. And now index.html opens up and our other links work. We do have one problem though. Our stream2 and stream3 files still point to stream1.html instead of index.html. We changed the file name, but we didn't update the links. Let's change that now. So I'll open up my stream3 HTML file and change the link for stream1.html to index.html. And I'll do the same for stream2. And it's good to note that if we do change file names, often we have to update links. Okay, now that's done and saved. Let's do a git status. We can see those files are modified. So git space add space full stop. We'll add all of the changed files to the staging area. And now we can commit them. This time my commit message is going to be update href to point to index.html. And we'll push that back up to GitHub. So again, my username and password. Very good. Now that's pushed up to GitHub. Let's go back to our page I'm going to go back to my Stream 3 HTML page and test the links from there. Stream 3 HTML. Very good. And as we can see, all of my links now work. So that's how to deploy our projects using GitHub Pages. GitHub tries to make it very easy to deploy simple projects that contain just HTML and JavaScript, like this. As we've been going through the course, we've seen examples of the readme.md file that Cloud9 automatically creates whenever we create a new workspace. And we've briefly mentioned how those files work. But in our last video of the section, we're going to look at this in more detail.